Greenborne is a village, like any other village, set in a nondescript place. I think the idea is that the listeners, if they live near London, they will picture it as being on the outskirts of London. If they live in Manchester, they'll perhaps see it as being on the outskirts of Manchester. It's on the outskirts of a big city that we don't really know where it is, but that's because hopefully people can relate to it.
Making you, my dear, a fire-breathing dragon.
Thank you very much.
Logan's idea, not mine.
Ah, Logan, I'm glad you're here.
It's got one pub, maybe a couple of shops, a hairdresser's, a cafe. So it's got some kind of vibrancy and a bit of a village life, which sadly so many villages nowadays don't have that. They've lost their pubs, etc.
Local artist paints sign for local pub. Hey, maybe we should call up the paper.
I think it's been a long time since there's been a new radio soap. Obviously there's The Archers, and previous to that there was something called Waggoner's Walk, which I kind of little bit remember people talking about when I was very, very young. Obviously I'm too young to remember it myself, but I believe there was another radio soap. So it's probably high time that there's another, because The Archers has such a huge following. People are really addicted to it. I know some very sensible people that just, you can't ring them on a Sunday because it's the omnibus.
No one's got a clue. Thought you could put your detective skills to some use and ask around.
I'm retired from all that, remember?
But the little grey cells, they are all working still, yes?
I think people will, hopefully, take to it, especially because it's so current. We're talking about what's going on at the moment and hopefully the aftermath and coming out of COVID and getting back to some kind of normality. So, yeah, I hope they'll find it an interesting story of everyday folk.